The importance of role-based access control for your business's cybersecurity. When you're setting up any type of software for your business, it's so important that you look at it from a role-based perspective, not an individual basis. So individual would be, if you were to create a new user for software, you'd have to manually state what that person can and can't access within the software, or the different roles that they can take. Now this is fine if you've only got 1 or 2 people in the business, but if you've got multiple people and you want to be able to scale the business, then you really need to be doing it from a role-based perspective. If you're setting up software for your business, it's so important that you look at it from a role-based perspective. The opposite is individual, and that's fine if you've only got a couple of people within the business. When looking at access permissions, it's so important that you do it from a one-to-many perspective, and then you just come up with the different areas that those types of people can access. There are many different advantages of doing it this way. The first is security, but the second is consistency. Now when we look at the first, if you're initially setting up the software, then it's easy to do. But what happens in 1, 2, 3 years time when you've got multiple people and you might not necessarily remember what some can and can't do? Whereas if you set it up as a blanket role-based, you'll know that you've got, for example, the top level that can do everything, medium level where they can do certain things, and then the base level, which is your non-security conscious data. Whenever you're looking at setting up software, it's all about future-proofing it, and this will really minimize the amount of admin that you need to do for the long term. It will also minimize the risk of errors, because if someone's manually creating a user each time, then there's a good chance that they may select the wrong thing or have different users being able to access different things. If your industry is regulated and you need to follow compliance, then setting it up as role-based is going to be the way to do it, because you can first of all make sure that what you're doing is compliant, and then it's really scalable moving forward. There will be lots of flexibility around how many different types of roles that you can set up. It really depends on your business. Also, it's making sure that you minimize the amount of admin and chance of mistakes. So just make sure that when you're looking at the different roles, often you will just look at the company as a whole, who needs to access what in the different types of role that they do. If you've got separate HR functions or accountants functions, then depending on the software that you're setting up, you can then work out how many roles and what those roles will be able to access. Cybersecurity is the most important thing that your business has to get right. So we hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to find out more around cybersecurity for business, then we've got a great webinar. Please click the link and watch it now.